I walked in on my boss and my fiancé in our new apartment. The next 10 minutes were the longest of my life. They both tried to talk at once. Ryan said it was a mistake, and that it only happened a couple of times, which somehow made it worse because that meant there were other times. Vanessa claimed they'd caught feelings and didn't know how to tell me, as if there's a gentle way to say, "Hey, I've been sleeping with your fiancé in the apartment you're supposed to build a life in." She had the nerve to say, "You're so talented, Chloe. I didn't want this to affect your career." I looked at her, the woman who'd been mentoring me for 6 months, and felt like I was staring at a stranger. "You're my boss," I said slowly, like I was explaining it to a child. "You knew exactly what this would do to my life. You just didn't care enough not to do it." Ryan tried to get off the bed and come toward me. I stepped back. "Don't," I warned. My voice cracked on the word, and I hated that he could still hear me break. I told him to pack whatever he'd already brought over and get out, now. I told Vanessa that effective immediately, I would not be returning to the office until I'd spoken to HR, and that any communication about my job could go through email. They both started panicking then, not because they'd hurt me, but because their safety nets were slipping. He begged me not to throw away everything we've built over one stupid decision. She said I was overreacting, and that we were all adults. I think that was the moment my grief turned to something harder, colder. I picked up the key to the new apartment from the counter, the one with the cute keychain we'd bought together, slid it off his ring and put it in my pocket. "You don't live here," I said. "You never did. You were just visiting." Then I walked out. In the days since, I've scheduled a meeting with HR, documented everything, and started looking for another job because working under someone who treats my life like a side quest isn't happening. I moved my things into the apartment anyway. It's mine now, my space. My fresh start, minus the people who tried to stain it before I even got the chance to sleep there. Sometimes I still picture that first night, how it was supposed to be us on the floor, eating cheap takeout out of boxes, laughing about how grown up we were. Instead, it's me alone, eating noodles on that same floor, learning how to be okay by myself. So if you're listening to this, I want to know. If you walked into your brand new life and found the two people who were supposed to support your future tearing it apart in your own bedroom, what would you do? Would you fight for them? Or would you lock the door behind you and let them figure out what to do without you in the picture at all?